3
No, I feel you. I'm the same way. Like I have my brother has like a $2,400 video camera because he shoots videos for like music videos.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I need that. I need you to come to a property and let's do a little walk around. But I'm not. I do a lot of stuff all virtually, so I'm not actually boots on the ground walking through houses.
Yeah.
So that's my only thing. All right, hold on. All right, my bad. I just set all this up. My bad.
It's all good.
I got this little adapter piece that has like a bunch of HDMI's. I plug the HDMI into my computer, and then I have it set up with my other two monitors. So I got two monitors and my laptop, so I can kind of spread stuff around.
Yeah.
Bro, I love it. Two monitors was the best decision I've ever made in my life.
I want to get another computer, bro. I got monitors, but I just don't have a basically a computer. So
Yeah,
I only
you on
have,
your laptop right now, right?
yeah, but that's all I have. Like I have two monitors, but what am I gonna do with two monitors and no like actual CPU?
Bro, go on Amazon. I literally got this piece off Amazon. I'm literally streaming from my computer. So I have
Oh,
my
it's all coming from your laptop?
yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that, bro. So you basically sharing screen from the computer to the other two monitors.
Absolutely. Like,
Oh shit.
I could if this cord was long, I could turn around and show you. But yeah, it's literally coming from, and this piece was like no more than $30. So it's literally coming straight from my computer.
Yeah, I
Now,
gotta get that, bro, because I'll be getting mixed up. I'm on the phone trying to run comps and trying to look at this and look at that, bro. I definitely need some more screen real estate, bro.
man, what it's beautiful. Like I have my dollar running on one screen, and then I'll be making my foreclosure list on another screen. So when like the dollar beeps, I can just bam, it's already there. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? I don't have to like scroll over and oh, who was it? No,
yeah.
it's real smooth. I definitely like it. Hey, can you put that address in that group or really just text it to me? I just
Yeah,
don't want to put it on here because they're gonna flag it and everything else.
yeah, I'm gonna text it to you right now.
But yeah, definitely get you one of those. And then another thing I want to get is there's a Mac Mini. What kind of computer you have?
I got a MacBook Pro 2021.
Oh yeah, you smooth. There's a iMac Mini, which is basically a CPU for desktops, and it's not big. I found a refurbished one with 32 gigs of RAM, which is perfect for what I need.
Yeah.
It's like $500. I just ain't bit the bullet and bought it yet,
So it's like
but I'm going to.
it's like a little computer that you just connect up to the monitors.
Absolutely,
Oh yeah,
absolutely,
I need one of those, bro.
yeah. And there's like RAM in it. I think my computer is 16 RAM. So it gets slower the more I have stuff running. You know what I'm saying? If I
Yeah.
have my dialer running, if I have, a bunch of tabs open,
What
then
kind of
it's
laptop you got?
I got a Air 2017, I think,
Yeah.
2018.
Yeah.
I got it when I graduated high school, and I graduated in 2018. So
Me too, bro. Well, I didn't graduate high school. I dropped out of high school, but my class was to graduate in 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why'd you drop out of high school?
bro, it's just a lot, bro. Like I was just fucking around like in the streets, just not having my head on straight and really just so I really started fucking around in like ninth grade. Like I just because in Georgia, when you get out of middle school, I don't know how it is in Tennessee, but when you get out of middle school, you no longer have to take a standardized test to get to the next grade.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, you really just have to pass the classes to get to the next grade in Georgia high school. So me being an idiot thinking, oh man, I'm gonna just fuck around since I don't have to take a test and just pass the classes because by turning in some homework and shit like that, I just start slacking behind. And by the time I got to my class was in like 11th grade, I was like on paper it said I'm in 10th grade, but I was basically just missing credits to be in 11th grade. And then, just fucking around with the streets and hanging with my friends and just, just not really caring about school and shit like that. Like I just stopped going. Like in 11th grade, I just stopped going to school. But I always knew because I was always into like watching millionaires and studying millionaires and stuff like that. So I always heard like, you don't need school to be rich. You don't need, because that's what everybody says, you know what I'm saying? You don't need school to be rich. You don't need this to be rich, which is true. But it is still benefit to have, uh, a document behind you so that, if you need to get a job to kind of support your business, you're able to do that. So, it's tough when you don't have a degree or any type of paperwork behind you when you're trying to get a job to support your business. So I've been just side hustling now. I haven't had a real job since I was like 18. The last time I had like a real job, and it was at like Red Lobster or some shit, bro.
What do you do now? Are you full time?
Yeah, I'm just full-time wholesaling, bro.
So you got like 10 deals on your belt. You better.
Yeah, full-time wholesale. The only problem is I'm bad with money, bro. I spend too much.
Really?
Oh, that's the only problem, bro. Like I'm still like, I'm still like working on myself, like working on trying to budget, working on trying to manage marketing, like just basically keeping up with expenses and everything like that. That's why I say like I relate. Like I'm new. It may sound like 10 deals, but it's not $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm not through the roof. I'm not doing anything great.
Yeah.
Like I'm still in square one. You know what I mean? Like
No, I hear you.
same thing.
Hey, you ever read the book Profit First?
Never read Profit First.
Bro, read that book. If you're not good with money, read that book. And I'm not a book reader. I can't sit down and read books. I just listen to the audio book. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
With self-discipline. It's not I'll check out that book. I think I actually got that book in my Amazon cart. So every time I order something from Amazon, I try to buy a book with it. Because like you said, you're not a book person. I'm not a book person either, but I try to force myself to do shit that I don't like doing because I know
do the audio book, man.
Audiobooks.
Man, every time I go to the gym, an audio book playing.
I listened to one audiobook, bro, if I'm being honest, and it was Richest Man in Babylon. It was good though. I fuck with audiobooks though. Like it was chill.
Man, I'm all the way in. Like I don't even read books. Like I literally don't, because I can't sit there and focus. But if I'm at the gym and I just got somebody reading it to me, I'm soaking it in. But yeah, Profit First, bro. Like that'll be a good book just to get your money right.
Let me make sure
if you're not good with money, it'll show you how to basically like what to do with your money when you get it. Because man, people like us starting out, never had money like that. All of a sudden you get a $10,000 check.
Right.
You're like, man, let me go parlay. And that's just not the case. I was lucky. I was always good with money and I always had good money management skills. But I run into people all the time who just simply don't. And it's a skill that's learned. It's not something that you're just blessed with. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to manage your money. So that book, bro, read that book. And then from there, like every time you get paid, you gotta put a little bit to the side for Uncle Sam because you gotta pay taxes on it.
Yeah,
so
bro.
Put that to the side.
That's a whole nother story, but we ain't gonna talk about that on the that's a whole other story, bro.
You have to. You gotta put it to the side. And then your savings account, your life savings, you gotta put a little bit in there. Your expenses, you should know kind of what your expenses are each month. So you should have a little bit of expenses. Well, then after your business, you should be able to pay yourself a little bit out of that you came in. But I'm telling you, read that book, bro. It'll change the way you think about money. You got an LLC set up, or do you just wholesale it like yourself?
I got an LLC set up, but I tried to change the name on the LLC because I don't like it, and it wouldn't allow me to change it. So I had a bank account set up. I had business credit set up with it. It wouldn't allow me to change the name on the LLC, and the name of it, I wouldn't be able to use it for like real estate. So it's like I can't put that name on a document. Like I made it when I was like 19 and I want to do like music or something like that. So
what's the name?
it's like, bro, only fast money entertainment or some bullshit like that. Like I can't use that on a professional real estate document. So I just use my I'm just using my name for right now. But I mean I plan on getting an LLC, but right now I'm just using my name. I mean, it's kind of like
Yeah, so your next deal, bro, take some of that money and go get your LLC.
facts. Yeah.
Bro, go get your LLC. Just the for the tax purposes, for the purpose of you can start building business credit. Like I'm building my business credit right now to where I can start taking out like HELOCs and start taking out I said HELOCs, not HELOCs, but start taking out loans against properties that I have in my arsenal. I plan
You got
on,
rental properties right now?
huh?
You got rental properties right now?
No, I don't have any properties.
Oh,
My plan is to wholesale everything that I touch for the next
facts. Me too.
2 years. I don't want to start building my portfolio. I don't want no rentals. I don't want nothing.
Yeah, I'm trying to just lock in on wholesaling and just once I get my money right to the point where I can buy multiple at once, then I'll be able to, then I'll look into more getting rentals because it makes no sense to buy one rental, cash flow $100, and then it's costing me all this stress and time. And I'm still trying to full-time run a business. So I'm just like, let me put that off for now.
Exactly, bro.
Try to build my capital up, build some. Well, it's not even about capital because I know how to, get access to OPM, but it's just more about building, my credibility in the industry so that, when I come and approach these lenders and I approach these different people in the industry, I have some type of track record behind me, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Hey, switch over to this deal. How much you have it locked up for?
I got it locked up at 260, but look at the comps though. I know what this estimate says, but look at the comps. The comps for it is at 330. So I'm thinking, and another thing, did you see the pictures of the property?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
got
the
it on,
pictures,
I got it on Zillow right now.
yeah, so the pictures of the property look really good. That's kind of what it looks like right now, except for it has carpet in the bedrooms. So it's pretty much turnkey. So those type of properties like that is what the funds look for. They want turnkey properties. They don't want to put over, I say 25,000 into a renovation for a property. So if you can get a property like that, it's gonna be a bit higher. It's not gonna be 70% of ARV. But if the rental comps make sense, and if you're getting it at a decent deal compared to ARV, a fund will still look at that and still make you an offer on that on a deal like that. So
Absolutely. Dang, what was my question?
let me tell you this comp here to look at really quick. Where is it? So it's a comp on 8004 Highland Parkway, Fairburn, Georgia.
8004.
Highland, and that's one word, Parkway.
Yep, I see it.
1,500 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, pretty much apples to apples, kind of. And it's, turnkey ready, sold for 330. Only thing that's different is it had an open floor plan.
Mm.
And it was only on market for 7 days. So that's kind of what I'm gonna use as a leverage when I'm speaking to the funds. I'm just gonna be like, hey, this property right here, this is the main comp that I want you guys to take a look at. 7 days on market, sold for 330, pretty much similar, just has an open floor plan. So my deal probably sell for 320, 320 ARV, just being 100 square feet smaller, but still updated.
Are there rents, are there that was my question. Are there renters in there right now?
Yeah, so it's tenants in the property right now, but their lease expires on August 1st. Yeah, lease expires on August 1st and they want to renew it, but the seller is no longer interested in being a landlord. So, well, he's technically not even a landlord. He just owns the property because he's renting it out through another company called Renters Warehouse. And yeah, so he doesn't even manage the property. He doesn't even know the tenant's name or anything like that.
So the lease expires August 1st.
Right.
You know how much the renters are paying?
I don't know how much the renters are paying, but I know that in that area, the market rent is around anywhere from 2,000 to 2,200.
Yeah, find out how much those renters are paying.
Yeah, I'm actually waiting on the seller to call me right now. He's supposed to be giving me an update on those pictures. And then once he gives me the update on that, I'll find out what exactly the tenants are paying. But the goal is here's the thing. So some of these funds have basically a yield that they're looking for with these deals. So let's say they buy this deal, let's say the rent is 2,000 on this property. The formula for it is, the rent times 12, which gives you 24,000. And then you want to divide that by the property and what it costs to get it ready for the next tenant, which is probably, I say, less than $5,000. So I'm just gonna say if they all in, if the fund buys a property from me for, let's say 280, that gives them a 0.085 yield on that property. And that's what usually, last time I was working with the funds, they were looking for a 0.8 yield on the property. So anything
Okay.
over that is pretty much, their criteria.
So they were looking mainly for the yield. I
Yeah.
don't use yield. I just use cash on cash return.
Mhm.
So for me, what I would do is if it's sold for 320 and it's rented, how much did you say it was rented at?
Uh,
Well,
Mark,
in your
Mark,
like in your estimates, what you rent it at?
2,000.
So I'll do 2,000.
It could be more, but I'm just, being conservative when I say 2,000.
Yeah, you good. So I do 2,000 times 12, which is 24 grand. Uh, then I take minus whatever the property needs, what I'm paying each month. If they buy it in cash and there's no mortgage, uh, I would put a little bit away for CapEx and like a war chest. So I'll say minus $300 each. I'll say $300 each month I put away. So 300 times 12. So I would take that 2,400 and subtract that 3,600, and that's 20,400 of estimated cash flow that they would make. So then I take that number and I divide it by that 320 purchase price.
They're not gonna buy it at 320. I can tell you that. They ain't gonna offer 320.
What
So
they offer?
I don't know. Like, see, the funds last time sent some deals, they were coming in a bit low, but now I think they're buying because they realize that the market's not gonna crash. You know how they get paranoid because they're using other investors' money. So
Let's say 280.
yeah, that's what I think. They 280, 270, somewhere around there.
So I'll take that 20,000 and then I'll divide it by that 280. And it puts me at a 7.3 cash on cash return. Now for a fund, then they might not be worried about cash on cash. But the investors that I have worked with, a 7.3 cash flow is low.
Yeah.
Or cash on cash return is low. So it really just depends. I'm gonna reach out to 2 people that I know that are active in the Atlanta market just to put more offers out there. Why not?
Yeah.
And we'll see what they say. What number are you pushing it at? I don't want to.
I'm pushing it at 2,839. I know they're gonna come in. I know they're gonna make an offer lower, so I usually price it higher so that it has room for negotiation there.
You said 283.9.
Yeah, I like to do odd numbers.
No, I'm with you. There's a. You ever read what's it called? It's my favorite book so far, and I don't know what it's called.
I think I know what book you're
That
talking about.
negotiation book, bro.
Yeah, don't tell me.
Hostage negotiators.
Yeah, bro, I know what book you're talking about. I just got done reading that book. It's called fucking It's called
I got it, so I ain't gonna tell you, but I got it.
it's called bro, I got the book. I know what book it is. It's the yellow and red one, bro.
It's called Never Split the Difference.
Yeah, never split the difference, bro. On God, I just
How you
got
find
that
like
book, bro.
odd numbers.
I got
I like
that.
that.
I got that
I
shit
like
from that
that.
book. Yeah.
I
So
like that. That's where like I throw out odd numbers all the time. Like I made an offer of like $121,000 and this lady was like, "Where'd you get that from?" That's just what my calculator spit out. So I like, but yeah, I'll throw this out and see what sticks for sure.
yeah, I mean, if you got some deals too that I know the funds I work with, they buy in Tennessee. So I can actually tell you their criteria right now. Let me pull up their buy box really quick.
Man, can you send me that?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you, but let me pull it up really quick here in my email.
So does this dude has a few liens on it. Did he tell you about that?
No, they when I spoke to him and the wife, he said no liens, no mortgage. Are you looking at PropStream?
Yeah.
Yeah, PropStream's a bit outdated, bro, because a lot of times when I speak to sellers who own the property free and clear, it'll still have a mortgage on there on PropStream. So I don't know how accurate PropStream is. I still use it though, but I mean,
Yeah, no. Bromstrom is definitely not spot on.
yeah. Bro, I don't understand like how you can wholesale without PropStream. Like, bro, I need PropStream, bro. PropStream
I
is
use PropStream every single day of my life. I
yeah,
use PropStream every day, bro. No questions.
let me see really quick. I want to see if I can find this email from
You ever use a batch?
Yeah, I told you yesterday, I used when I first started wholesaling, I was using batch for my SMS.
Oh yeah, you told
Yeah,
me that.
so but I mean, bro, SMS is so fucking expensive. It like I hate it, bro. Like I hate SMS. Like it's so expensive, it makes no sense. You gotta pay for the platform, you have to pay for the numbers, you have to pay for the list, the skip tracing, and then you have to pay per text message that you send. It's insane.
Shit, I know my boy Cordero who lives in my city. I've talked to him many times. He said he uses launch control for SMS. And
I was I was using that too. Go ahead.
they send like 6,000 texts a day or something like that.
Well, they have different plans with launch control. I think I was doing like the minimum plan, or
Yeah.
no, I think I was doing the middle plan. The middle plan would cost like $7.95, so basically 800 a month. But you still have to. I think you still have to pay for the numbers, which is like $1. But the good thing about launch control is I don't think they charge you per text. So you pay that $7.95 a month, and then you can send all your text messages, but I still think just $7.95 is just way too much. That's why I just, I wanted to get into cold calling because it's cheaper, especially for the way I'm running the business right now. I'm not, sending out, and like I told you yesterday with the competition with SMS, like it's people are getting flooded with these text messages. So what are the chances are so slim that someone actually thinks you're not a scammer and replies to that text message because it's so the way you have to, I don't know if you ever tried SMS, but the way you have to word your messages are so weird because they have these policies where you can't use certain words. Like you can't use interested, you can't use property, you can't use like all this shit. So you have to say shit to the sellers like, hi, my name is Steve. Would you like to be open to liquidating this deal? Like it's so weird, bro. Like I hate the way, but that you have to use SMS. Like,
Yeah, I've never used like an actual SMS system. I
mm,
just use my phone and I literally text them, is this blah blah blah, like the name with a question mark? And
mm,
they'll say yes. I'll just get right into it. I'll just get right into it. I don't text people who I only text foreclosures. I don't text many other people.
yeah, like regular list.
Yeah. I used to do it when I first started. and I'll just be like, hey, would you consider an offer for the like blah blah blah? Simple as that.
Yeah. I think I told you yesterday, yeah, the way I was hitting my list with the cheapest way possible to hit my list that I found was to do when I was first starting to do it without the launch control. It's
Yeah,
the same way you said, but I have a list and then I will have to just copy and paste the same message and I'll just keep sending that message. But don't waste your time doing that, bro. It's not gonna work, bro. It's not worth it. I think the best thing, and I told you, like, I just started cold calling like 2 weeks ago, but I genuinely feel like the best way to get an off market deal if you're not getting inbound leads is cold calling. Like, simple as that, because you're speaking to you have the potential to speak to everybody as long as the number is right. As long as you have the right number, you have the potential to pitch yourself to every seller on that list. You know what I mean? If they don't pick up the phone, you can call them back at a different time. Like, you have the potential to hit everybody. And that's something that I don't think you get with SMS, because some SMS don't deliver, some phones don't take SMS. It's so many blocks. Some people have blockers, spam blockers, and it's not necessarily that they don't want to sell, but they're getting solicited by so many other different people. Landscaping companies, for example, roofers are probably soliciting them, and they just don't need it. So they'll put a whole spam blocker on and block every text message from coming in. And you never know, they might actually want to sell. So I feel the best way to get pitch yourself to a seller and speak to as much people as possible is just cold call, bro. Like, I genuinely I don't like sitting here dialing numbers manually because I don't use a dialer, but
you
I
need
like,
some.
yeah, I like the fact that I'm able, I like the fact that I'm able to speak to everybody as long as they have a working number, basically.
Yeah, no,
So,
for sure. I think cold calling is the number one way as well. Cold calling or straight up knocking on that door and getting face to face with them.
yeah,
But
I
cold
never
calling,
tried door knocking, bro. Like, you got heart for going out there and door knocking, bro. Like, I gotta salute you for that, bro. I never tried door knocking. The most I ever did was drive for dollars. I never left a sticky note on the mailbox. I'll drive for dollars, come home, skip trace the list, and then I manually would send out mail to them. But the problem with that is, bro, stamps are fucking expensive. It's like 50, 63 cents a stamp. Bro.
yeah, mailers are expensive, bro. And then, like, I've never sent out mailers. I sent out one piece of mail to a lady in Memphis who's old as hell. She
Mm,
was like, "Oh, just mail me something and da da da." So I was like, "Man, I ain't finna mail her nothing." So I called her like 2 weeks later,
yeah.
and she said it again. I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna mail her some." So that way, when she's ready to sell, my information is right there, and she gonna call me. But I've never used mailer. Door knocking, I don't like door knocking just because it takes forever. It takes all day, especially in Murfreesboro, and I'm door knocking pre-foreclosures.
Mhm.
It's 10 minutes drive to one place for a 5 second knock on the door, 10 minute drive to the next place for a
Have
five
you
second knock
gotten
on the door.
any good responses from door knocking though?
No, no. I've had one good conversation. One out of I probably knocked on I'll probably say 100 doors so far. I got one good conversation, and it was a black guy. He came out and he was embarrassed, and he was like, "Yeah, I need to get this done. I want to stay in this house." So I gave him some options, gave him my number, and never heard from him. I called him with the number I had. He never answered, and so I have no idea what happened to him. I wish him the best.
So most of the leads you get are from just cold calling the
Call
pre-foreclosure.
calling or doing that. Is this Jonathan? Yes. Send them a little text. And these are mostly foreclosures I text.
Yeah.
If I do that, I've gotten my last two deals came from sending a text message first. Like I call, they don't answer, I send a text. And some people respond better through text. Oh, this girl Donna I'm working with, she didn't answer the phone initially, so I sent her a text. And she responded to the text. So it really just depends. There's some people who just text, and some people who won't text and just call. There's a Max Maxwell video on YouTube where he was talking about how he runs through his list. So he calls all the lists, whoever he doesn't contact, he texts. And then whoever doesn't respond through a text, he sends a mailer to them. So he sends different marketing for each person because everybody's different and you have to market the people differently. So he runs through a system with each list: call, text, mailer, repeat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I watched that. That's a good video too, just because he kind of broke it down. There might have been more steps in between there, but those are the 3 steps that resonated with me.
Yeah, well, I think that's like, I don't know, I feel like you gotta have like a mega budget because like you said, it's a numbers game. You gotta have a mega budget to be able to do that with all these leads. Like
Absolutely.
people don't like PropStream allows you to pull. I don't know how do you do your skip tracing?
Shit, it really just depends. I use PropStream. I've used REI Skip. I've used Batch. I've used Fast People Search, the freeway.
Yeah.
I've done it all.
What's the best way you found that you know
Batch is the best.
best data, but batch is like 15 cents a skip, right?
I don't even know. I would say it might be lower than that. I think my most expensive one is the REI Skip, and that one's 15 cents.
I'm gonna send you something, bro, because I get my skip tracing for right around like 5 cents. So
Oh man.
and it's good quality data. That's how I got close all my deals. So that'll kind of save you some money on skip
Yeah.
tracing. But
What's the name of that?
it's just it's a freelancer from overseas.
Oh yeah.
Freelancer from overseas, and she does really good skip tracing. She makes the list so easy to understand, and it's quality data. That's the data that I'm calling. I mean, I just got a deal locked up yesterday. I speak to you're gonna get wrong numbers in any list, but I feel like it's just as good as the list I skip trace from PropStream, because I skip trace lists from PropStream as well. So, but it's just as good. It's the same thing. You get wrong numbers on PropStream, you're gonna get wrong numbers anywhere else, but you're gonna get I feel like most of the numbers that are on the list that I skip trace, they're accurate. It just depends on what time you call and if they pick up. So
Absolutely.
let's say I call 100 people a day, I probably get around, I say 10 to 15 wrong numbers. So it's pretty good.
That's not bad. So you said you do 100 calls a day. On my board, with my dollar, my daily KPI is 1,000 calls a day.
Yeah.
Get a dollar, bro.
Whipping my ass up and down.
Get a dollar. No, just get a dollar, bro. That's what you like. And it's not too expensive. Like I got the batch dollar, which is like 123 bucks a month. I got the spam tracer, so I know like the health of my numbers, which is like 49 bucks a month. And then I got 10 numbers, and I think they're $2 a number. So my dollar each month is less than $200.
Yeah, that's good.
And you're meeting way more, like you hitting way more people.
Yeah. The only thing is you're running through a lot of data. Like you're running through a lot of data, so you're gonna always have to get new lists. But the good thing about it is you're skipping over all the tire kickers pretty quick.
And how do you keep your leads in how do you manage your leads?
Bro, I'm like in 1940. Like I keep everything in a spreadsheet, like everything in a spread. So my CRM is a custom spreadsheet I made. My list is the spreadsheet. As soon as my skip tracer sends it back to me, that's my list. And then I have my own CRM that I custom made in Excel. So when I call and I get someone that's actually might be interested in selling, or they say, hey, follow up with me, I'll put them manually into my Excel spreadsheet. So the only thing I actually pay for to run my wholesale business is Microsoft. I got another phone, so whatever the phone bill is on that. And skip tracing and prop stream. Prop stream is $100 a month. My skip tracing is like 5 cents, and the phone bill is like $70, and the and Excel is like, I think like $70 a year or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
nothing crazy.
Yeah, it's annual.
Yo, I still use my spreadsheet.
Yeah.
I still use my spreadsheet. But bro, get Podio. Podio is completely free. Completely free.
It's a CRM. I
Yeah,
heard of Podio, but I never actually
Podio,
into it.
Podio changed my life because I can put stuff. So with that manual CRM,
Yeah.
it's hard to set reminders. So you have to literally
Yeah, bro,
remember.
I literally come into my little office space, and I pull up that Excel spreadsheet, and I just look and see who I got to call today. Like, it's literally manual, so you don't have no reminders. Yeah. So
Man, I need some reminders because man, like I set my Podio up, especially with my foreclosures now. What I do is I call, and if I get somebody who I need to follow up with, I just put them directly in my Podio. It goes to my Podio calendar. I also have my Google calendar that's on my phone linked.
yeah.
So I also get like a little Google calendar notification when it's time to call them. So I love it. And then with my batch dialer, there I have it set up to where after I get off the call with somebody,
Mhm.
they're like, yeah, I'm not interested right now. I'll just literally it has an after call results. So after every call, this call results pops up, and you can just click and it'll drop them in a certain bucket. So after a call, if they say they're not interested, I hit the not interested button, and it automatically goes to my calendar 6 months from the date. So 6 months from now, that person is back up for me to call. Right. So it's like I can recycle my leads over and over and over again. I know you're old school and everything, but just bro, check out
Oh, I
Podio.
no, bro. I hear you, bro. Like, I feel once I get this dialer, I know I'm gonna need a CRM, bro. I know, because you definitely need it, because you're, like you said, you're calling 1,000 people a day, so you're getting way more leads than I am. Like, it's taking me a week and a half to call 1,000 people. Like, I got a list of 3,000 right now that I'm calling. I've been calling it for I think about a week. I think I've been calling it for about a week, and I'm only at like 700. Because I try to go. Sometimes I go over 100 if I call 100 really quick, and it doesn't take me that long. Sometimes I'll take a break, come back, and call some more.
Yeah, and some days you might not even get to 100. I know some days, bro, like you're not gonna do those numbers.
Yeah,
I know some days, man, I'm not even. Man, I might be on $1 2 hours. Some days I might be on $8 hours.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's
it's
up and down.
yeah, hell yeah. I need to be more consistent with it. I wish I was. I say wish. I hate that word. I'm going to be more consistent,
All right.
but at the same time, when you're in the new stage of a business, there's sometimes where it's like, man, I kind of got to step away a little bit and let my brain breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna dive right back into it. So that's kind of where I'm at. But yeah, I literally I have a board like right above my little desk, a whiteboard, and my daily KPIs are 1,000 calls a day, less than 2% abandon rate, 100 connected calls, which means I call 1,000 people, I connect with 100 people. So I literally talk.
You're way better than me. Like, like, this is how I know you're like fucking 10 steps ahead of me. Like, you're tracking KPIs, bro. I don't track shit, bro. Like, it's
Man,
just too
you
much
too.
when you're doing it manually. That's how I know, like, I need some type of system implemented. But it's like when you're tracking KPIs, like, I'm not even able to do that. Like, I don't even know how I would begin tracking KPIs,
You
doing
see,
everything from a
but see
fucking Excel
bro,
spreadsheet.
that batch dialer does it for you. That batch dialer does it for you. There's literally on batch dialer, you hit dashboard and it'll tell you your exact numbers for the day.
Yeah.
So I'm just have the dollar. The dollar does the KPIs for me, and I just look at them.
Yeah, bro. Trust me, I just sat and thought about, should I, like I told you yesterday, bro, I just fucking hate subscriptions, bro. Because the thing is, like, in this business, you have to keep marketing, but you never know when you're gonna get a deal. So I hate to spend on a month and not get anything, bro. Like it irks my soul. So like I had Mojo pulled up, ready to check out. I just needed to press checkout and I just didn't do it because I'm like, bro, if I buy this dollar and I fucking dialing and I'm getting hit for subscriptions month after month and I do not see a fucking deal, I'm gonna be pissed. And I'm running through data quicker and I'm having to skip trace more lists. And like, trust me, bro, like I've I've tried almost all the expensive routes that these people tell you to do. I've tried it, bro. Like, and I feel like it works definitely, but when you're one person and you got to stay disciplined enough to consistently, take on the role of,
Yeah.
acquisition, disposition, and marketing, like, and then you got to send out, 3,000, 5,000 messages a day, and then you got to track those 5,000 people or 500 people that reply, and then call those people, and then text those people, and then follow up. Like somewhere along that, you're gonna, just be like, you're gonna get lost in the sauce, and you're just gonna lose control. And
So when you get to that many numbers, you're gonna have somebody working for you.
yeah, and that's the problem. Like I had the money, but I didn't know how to. I told you, like I just closed like 2 deals like fully by myself. So I didn't know the whole other side of, dispo and everything like that. So I didn't want to hire anybody if I didn't even know the full shit that's going on. You know what I mean? I just know how to get a deal. And, if I get a deal, this is what I need to do. But I didn't know the whole systems and everything like that. So I just didn't feel like I should put somebody in a position of where I'm going to be their source of income or how they take care of their family if I'm not 100% sure that I'm able to take care of myself in the next month. Like, fuck, I might lose my shirt next month. And then I'm like, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? I don't want to just throw you under the bus. So that's why I never run around hiring people. Like I've had people who, inquired about, being, working with me and being a partner with me, but I just can't commit. I can't sell like how these other people sell. The gurus try to sell you and tell you, hey, you're going to make 30K in next 30 days. Like I can't sell you on that because I know that's not true. You know what I mean? I know you're gonna have to fucking bust your fucking ass if you want to fucking make 30K in the next 30 days. You're gonna have to look like fucking Sherlock Holmes for a deal because it's not easy to come across a deal, especially right now when buyers are slowing down and sellers don't want to sell because interest rates are so high and they want to buy another place. Like you're not going to find a deal that quick unless you just get lucky. Some people get lucky and sometimes in wholesaling, like luck is common, but for people who, don't depend on luck and actually want to have a system, I can't sell you on the fact that you're going to be able to close 40, 50K deal by the end of this month. You know what I mean? Like you're probably going to have to go 3 months calling, texting before you even get a deal on the contract. And then when you get that deal on the contract, you might not find a buyer. So you know what I'm saying? You might be SOL at the end of the day. So I just kind of take that ass whooping myself. And then when I'm confident enough that I have systems in place and I know exactly how to get a deal, where I need to be, how to get it disposed in the most efficient way possible, then I'll feel comfortable telling someone, hey, join my team because I know how to take you from, I know how to create an income source for you.
No, for sure, bro. Like everything you said is facts because it's not that simple cakewalk that these gurus sell. You see on YouTube, hey, make 10K in 10 days. Go drive around and make a list and start calling. It's not that at all. Like, if it was that easy, man, I'd be a millionaire already.
I'd be rolling in dough if it was that easy, bro. But they sell it to you, and it's they hustle. I mean, they making fucking millions selling these courses, but it's like, bro, honestly, like I've been a acquisition coach for somebody's course, so teaching people acquisitions and how to get a deal and stuff like that. I mean, I know how to get a deal. I'm pretty good at getting deals. So I've taught some in somebody's course, but like bro, like you'll see these people just spend money because they get sold a dream so easy. They spending, taking out credit cards, spending this much on a list, spending this much on a dollar, this much on SMS, and this much here, this much here, and this much here. And then they don't get a deal, bro. Like it's not that easy. It sounds easy, but it's not that easy. I can't stress it enough. Like wholesaling is one of the hardest. Like it's a simple business model, but it's one of the hardest things to do when it comes to real estate. Like I feel like it's the hardest part of real estate is getting the deal.
Oh, hands down. So I told you yesterday, like I heard literally one of the top wholesalers say, like, wholesaling is the hardest part of real estate. The hardest. There's a lot of competition. Nobody likes their phone ringing. Nobody wants to talk to you. It's just a challenging thing to start and get going. So, man.
And then not only do you have to be at a discount, but this what makes it even worse. Not only do you have to be at a discount, that's an insane discount for a investor flipper if you're selling to local investors or flippers, 70% of ARV, but you have to be 70% of ARV plus what you need to make. So like
minus if there's any repairs.
Minus any repairs plus what a wholesale fee. So the offers that you're gonna make, people are gonna wish they can come and slap you in the fucking face. And like it's very rare that you find somebody who's that fucked up and just need to sell right now, and that's gonna take an offer for more than half than what the property's worth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's some people out there though.
There's people out there. You know better than me because you call pre-foreclosures, but I've never touched a pre-foreclosure list. I've only touched vacant, high equity, absentee owner. Like those are the lists like I was taught to pull. So I've never learned pre-foreclosures. Like when I was watching one of your videos and you was talking about arrears, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, what is arrears? Like, what is that? I had to literally look it up and find out what is arrears. And then you're saying like the banks, and I'm like, bro, what the hell is he talking about? I know if a seller owns a house and I make him offer, I don't need to speak to a fucking bank. I don't know. I don't need to ask him what their arrears. I ask him, what's the condition of the house? When do you want to sell? Why are you looking to sell? And how much you want. Like that's the only four questions I ask, bro, and that's it. Like, so watching you do pre-foreclosures was like open up a whole new world. So I definitely want to touch on that one day. But I just try to, I sometimes I fall victim to like just doing so much stuff at one time, trying to do so much different things. Like I wind up doing nothing. So I'm trying to narrow down what I focus on in my area and see if I can hit that on the head as
so
much
my biggest advice, because a lot of people like see my videos and they're asking me for advice. I'm like, my biggest advice is pick something and stick with it. Right. Like pick whatever market, whatever list, pick it and stick with it and dominate it. And then once you're really, really good at one, then move on to the other. Because there's in real estate, there's a million shiny objects. Everybody talks about shiny object syndrome. There's a million things you can do in real estate. Whatever you want to do in real estate, you can probably do. But find one and stick with it, bro. Like, stick with it. That's it. That's my greatest advice to people.
Yeah, I agree. Like, if I had to give any advice, it would be the same thing. Like, just stay, like, my biggest advice to anybody who wants to get into wholesaling would just be know that it actually works first, because you might take you a while before you get that proof of concept yourself, but you have to actually believe that it works first. Like, so a lot of people, when they see stuff online, they, so many people selling courses and stuff that they don't even think, oh, it's not real, it's a scam. Know that wholesaling real estate it's a real thing. It actually works. You can actually make money with zero money. But if you want to do it with zero money, zero marketing, it's gonna take time. Like, it's gonna take time. Like I did my first deal by myself, like I was telling you yesterday. It was an on-market deal. Like I didn't want to spend any money. I'm tired of spending money because I spend money on shit and I don't make nothing back. So this deal was an on-market deal, and I called the seller. It was a for sale by owner. I went to Zillow and I went to for sale by owner, and I found a property that was basically a deal. Like it was a deal already when I looked at it. Like very rarely do you find this though, but it was a deal already when I looked at it. So I was like, this is a deal, but because it's a FISBO and a lot of these investors are not on Zillow looking for deals, they're talking to wholesalers or doing other stuff. Let me call this seller and see if she will take anything under this, and then maybe I can maybe I can sell it for what she's asking for. Right. So this deal, let me tell you right now, this deal was a fucking headache. So listen, I got this deal. I called the seller and I told her, I told her like no commissions, I cover all the closing costs, whole blah blah blah. And I got it on the contract for 90,000. It was listed for 100,000. And the seller, actually, her daughter was the owner of the property, but she let her mom handle all the business and everything. So I was in communications with the mom. The mom would only reply once a day through email. So she wouldn't pick up the phone. She wouldn't reply to text. She would reply once a day through email. So every time she'll say something or I'll ask a question, she'll give a response. And then I have a follow-up question. And I wouldn't get a response until the next morning. And what makes it even worse is she only replies at 5 a.m. in the morning. So I had to literally set an alarm for 5 a.m. to see if I can email her back right away so I can get a quicker response. It wouldn't happen. Yeah. She would respond once a day. And so just to move forward with the story, I got it on the contract. I found a buyer. I had multiple buyers interested in this deal because it was, like I told you, it was a deal. I got it on the contract with this one buyer, and she wanted to close in 2 weeks. The buyer needed some time to do due diligence, and the loan company that he was using, they needed time to go in and do something called a BPO on the property. So I needed to give him time to do that as well. But the seller just wanted to close in like 2 weeks. Like she said, she gave me an extension of due diligence, but she wouldn't extend the closing date, which is odd. Usually they'll extend the closing date, but they wouldn't give you time on due diligence.
Yeah.
So she gave me extra time on due diligence to get my buyer in, but she wouldn't extend the closing date. So time goes by and the closing date passed on the contract. And so now it passed by 1 day, literally. So I think the closing date was on like a 13th, and we were able to close on the 14th. We tried to reach out to schedule with her. She said, no, I want to cancel the agreement. And I'm like, wait, what are you telling me right now? Like, I just went through all of this waiting for one response a day, and I'm telling you that closing date is on the 14th, but because it's not on the 13th, you want to cancel? So she just, for like 4 days straight, I had the closing attorney calling her. I was trying to call her. The closing attorney was emailing her. She even got on the phone with the owner of the closing attorney, and the closing attorney was trying to get her to go forward with the deal. And she just was not having it. She just like, no, terminate. So I was just like, bro, what do I do? So I was just like, my last resort is just, I'm just going to send her a message and say, look, I'm willing to pay more. Like, I'm willing to pay more to get the deal done. And turns out the reason that she wanted to terminate is because she had an offer that was $2,000 more than what I was giving her, which was insane to me, bro. So I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give you 3,000 and let's just get the deal done, bro. But it was the biggest headache ever, bro. Like,
wow, that sounds like a headache, bro.
Bro, the biggest headache ever, bro. Like, I was waking up one morning happy because I'm like, yes, this deal is gonna close, and then the next morning, bad news. Then the next morning, good news, and then the next morning, bad news, bro. So let me turn on my light really quick so you can.
Man,
it was just up and down, bro. Like, wholesaling is a very rarely do you get a deal that goes smooth, bro.
Oh no, never. I've only had, I'm like, out of my 3 deals, none of them went smooth. The first one, foreclosure lady lived in Texas, and her house was in Memphis. There
Hey,
was,
Johnny, hold on for a second. I think the seller is calling me right now. Let me answer this
let's
phone.
hear it live, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, what's going on? Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. She said she would operate? Oh, she was out late. Mm. Okay, so she left you a message, but she did not respond to whether she'll be able to go out there or contact the tenant about getting those photos. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Wow. Right, yeah. Mhm. She didn't say anything else. She just said I was out late. Wow, that's odd. Yeah, I mean, we have to go through her, I believe, to get, because you don't know who the tenants are, so we'd have to go through her to be able to get those photos. That's odd that she didn't reply with anything saying when she'll be able to call you back or anything like that. Did you send her a follow-up message after? Yeah. Yeah, I think the best thing, I don't know if you'd want me to, but I give her a call as well. If you like, I can try to give her a call tomorrow and just basically let her know that I'm buying the property and I need to get access to it. Right. Right. Oh, so she's getting paid off the rent from this property as well? Oh, oh, so she's basically not, she, she's basically not trying to lose that income, so she's kind of trying to ghost you right now.
Finally misled. I told about it's been a while, and I think a couple of months, and she tried to do it then. And just what she doing, she's not trying to respond to me.
Well, yeah, if you don't mind, send me her number as well. I want to reach out to her and see if I can get in contact with her. Maybe if she sees a different number calling, she'll pick up and I'll be able to get a response out of her, because that's odd that she's not replying to you and you're the owner of the property. What is this property rented out for?
She doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
What she doing on purpose? She gonna lose money. And that money they're gonna take away from her income every year.
Yeah.
And so let me see, do I have another one? Yeah, I got another one. Hang on.
What's the property rented out for?
It's 1,500.
15?
Yeah,
Okay.
I collect like 1360.
Okay.
It should be rented out. They got apartments up the street with 2 bedrooms. I'm talking about it's 2,200.
Yeah.
You know, it's I'm renting out too cheap. But, you know, I gotta get tenant.
Yeah.
The guy clean, he's a gay guy, and he's single, got no kids.
Did you find the number for her?
Oh yeah, I'm looking for it now. She done very much upset at me. Let's see.
Yeah, I forwarded everything. Forward over some work to the some paperwork over to the closing attorney. So I'm trying to get the process started, but I got to schedule the inspection, so I need to get those photos out there so I can go ahead and schedule that date. So the sooner the better. We have to get in contact with the agent unless we go direct to tenant. I don't know if you're allowed to go direct to tenant, seeing that you got the agreement with the Atlanta warehouse.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, exactly. So we have to get through to the agent.
Hey, let me call you right back again. No, can I call you right back?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, when his I don't know if you guys were able to hear that, but the his phone is kind of odd. It's kind of fuzzy, but basically he's saying that he's renting, like I told you, he was renting this property out through another company called the Renters Warehouse. So they have agents that make a commission off renting that property out. So the agent now is ducking his calls because he's trying to sell the property, and she's gonna lose that income. Like, this is the shit that you deal with when Wholesale. Like I tell you, it's never a smooth straight line. So now we have a seller who wants to sell, motivated to sell, gave me a call back. It's 9 o'clock. He wants to sell the property, but now because he's outsourcing his tenant, the agent that's responsible for the tenant doesn't want to lose that passive income, so it's ducking his phone calls. And the only way we can get photos of the property is to get through her to schedule with the tenant, because he doesn't know the tenant himself. So that's another obstacle. These are the kind of obstacles you come across when you wholesaling real estate. But what I kind of it's challenging, but what I like about it is that there's only so many obstacles. Like, once you figure out how to overcome them, it just makes you it makes you way better. Like, it makes you better on the phone. It makes you a better investor. It makes you more experienced. It just makes you better overall.
It makes you act with more confidence too.
Right. Yeah.
Where in situations come up, you know how to handle it. You got that confidence. It's
Right,
one
so
thing So it's
Yeah.
just live and learn.
And this is my first time ever dealing with someone with, I've known about Atlanta warehouse, like I've spoken to sellers who had, you know, tenants in there, but actually dealing with a deal who has a tenant through Atlanta's warehouse, this is my first time. So now I have to go through this and figure this out, and I'm gonna learn, and I'm gonna know for the next time. But my biggest thing is like sorry, my laptop is about to die. My biggest thing is the lease is expiring in August, so I mean, like, it's up to it's up to him if he wants to sell the property or not. Either way, the tenant's gonna leave, so I mean, you might as well pick up the phone now and just go ahead and get
What's
it.
our last couple months of permission?
You're right. Yeah, here he goes right now. Hey, Joe.
Yo,
Yeah.
I got it's first off, her name is they know where I work because I guess my number on file.
Yeah.
And I was there, and they said, no, she's not here. She works from remotely.
Oh, so she never actually comes into the office.
No, she doesn't.
Okay.
So apparently, I don't know. I can't answer that question. Maybe periodically she make the for meetings and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we want to get this squared away as soon as possible. So I mean, I'm gonna give her a call tomorrow. I don't know if you want. I think you should send her another message or try to reach her again tomorrow as well. But I'm gonna give her a call tomorrow, and hopefully she picks up for me, and then I'm gonna basically explain that, basically the situation. Or I don't know. Should you do you want to explain it to her that you're selling the property?
Give her to the June tomorrow.
Okay.
One o'clock, 2 o'clock. So if talk to her,
Okay.
then I think the best.
Yeah, I agree.
With it, no, and yeah, it'd be the best path.
Yeah, I agree. So just see if you could reach her again up until, go ahead.
Keep your phone tomorrow and see what time. I give it to 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Then I would text her and I'll call her and text her, then and let her know that I gave you permission to call her.
Okay. Yeah. And as soon as you hear back something from her, just give me a ring and just let me know the update and give me the go ahead and reach out.
Yes, because if something go wrong, man, I live next door to a lawyer. My best friend used to be a judge. He died on me, and almost got him from Harvard. So it's trying to pull me, man.
Yeah. She doesn't want to do that. Yeah.
My wife retired as a probation officer from the county for the county. We know all the lawyers, man. We know.
Yeah. So hopefully we don't have to get to that point, man. I really hope she picks up the phone tomorrow and she's able to just get us in there really quick. We only need about 5 minutes in and out. Just need to get some really quick photos of the property so I can confirm the condition to the inspection team and then get them over there. So hopefully it's not too big of a deal. The tenants are still going to be in there until the lease ends. So I mean, it shouldn't be an issue.
We will do that tomorrow. Give her a chance.
Yeah.
She'll not be bad. I try to get in contact with her, but the explanation she gave me to a short, man, like a kid, 2 years old.
Yeah, yeah, it's ridiculous.
What was that answer was 5 words? Can I call you tomorrow?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Deal with this man.
But-
We'll deal with it in a diligent way. And she made a mistake. She got the ball. I got all my stuff in the world.
Yeah,
And then reported. So she can't come back here and say, I didn't get my 10 long enough to do this and that. And, you know, I know what she's trying to do. You know, she's trying to give her money.
yeah. But I mean, the lease is expiring in August. If it's up to you whether you want to renew it or not. I mean, it's kind of not her decision. So, I mean,
Yeah, but she probably don't want, she ain't trying to work with.
I understand.
Yeah, but she did that before.
Oh, she has.
Yes, this ain't the first time.
Wow.
This ain't the first time. I didn't have no contract or agreement, agreement signed in the state. And she thinks, so I was like, okay. And I decided, okay, I got it. And I didn't go back and talk to her about it. But my wife only, you don't want to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But it's real and honest.
Yeah.
And that's, I tell you, it's how it is. And that's how it is. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that about you, man. So yeah, I mean, at least you want to give her a chance to go ahead and reply, man. It's so unfortunate that when it comes to important things like this is the way she acts as a professional. It's kind of, it's not a good look. If that's what she works for Atlanta warehouse, I mean, it's not a good look for the company at all. It's not a good look for her. But let's hope it doesn't even get that far. Let's hope she responds tomorrow. And yeah, we're able to get this knocked out. Yeah. Yeah, you have the right, man. You have the right to be upset. I would be too. Yeah, it's yours. Yeah.
1, 2 o'clock. And no later than 2 o'clock.
Yeah, just give me a call. Give me a heads up. Let me know what's going on. All right, appreciate it, Joe. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, he's a talker, man. You get those.
Hey, bro, you did good, bro. That sounded good, bro.
Yeah, when you speak to sellers, who likes to talk and express how they feel and express their frustration and everything like that, you don't want to talk. The only thing you want to do is listen and actively listen. Hit them with the sures, the I understand, the I agree, because some people, they don't want to hear what you think. They just want to let you know how they feel. So
Right. That's the #1 key to building relationships. People want to talk about themselves. People want to talk about their feelings. And for them to like you, shut up and listen.
that's all you got to do. If you, when it comes to building rapport, find a common interest and let them go on about this and that and this and that. And you just, yeah, sure. Yeah, man, I agree. I feel the same. Yeah.
Ask them a question about it too as they're going on, so they really get excited.
Right.
My dad told me growing up, he was like, everybody likes the person. Nobody likes a person who talks about themselves the whole time. People like the person who comes in and asks about them and their interests. And in the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, that's what it talks about. Yeah. That's what it teaches, like how to basically be that person in the room that people gravitate to because you're genuinely interested in them as a person. So, Man, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah,
And
I love this conversation. I want to kick you off the phone, but I'm still in my gym clothes. I gotta take a shower, bro. I feel
Yeah.
dirty.
Go ahead and do it, bro. I appreciate the call, man. It was a good chat. And
No
I
problem,
think you
bro.
said you host these every Friday, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let's
I'm
do it
available
again.
every Friday.
Let's do it again next Friday, and hopefully I got some good updates with you from this deal. Hopefully we got some more deals in the pipeline. I still gotta find that buyer's box for you, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now, and then I'm
Yeah,
gonna
definitely
text
do
you.
that. And I sent this out, that deal, to this one guy I know. I'm gonna send it out to another girl tonight and just see what they say. And I'll let you know.
Yep, let's do it.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Best of luck on this deal, bro. Send me that buy box and let's stay in touch. We don't gotta wait till Friday to talk, bro. My cell phone's open all the time. Call me, update me, and you know I'm gonna be letting you know what they say.
I got you, bro. I'm about to send it to you right now.
All right, bro. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, cool.
All right.